Let's dive in, not waste your guys' time, and talking about the 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan in the SC trim versus the 2025 Volkswagen Atlas in the SC with Tech trim, okay? Now, they both are SCs. The only difference is that this SC comes with the Tech. I know, don't complain. It's what we could get our hands on. Just don't forget to like, also to subscribe at our channel. Hype up this video as we truly need it and appreciate your guys' support. As well as if you have something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us, we'll talk details later. And a special thanks to Nilo Volkswagen here in Sacramento, California for providing us both of these vehicles for this comparison. Now, maybe you're in the market for a Tiguan or an Atlas and you actually want to do a comparison. Well, 5-passenger compact SUV, well, I would say mid-size here at Volkswagen, because we know that Volkswagen offers a Taos. This is the Tiguan, the mid, and this is the full-size SUV, the Atlas, okay? And this is a 7-passenger. Price tag, SE is coming in at $34,500, and SE starts around $39,000, give and take. If it has the Tech package, it's coming in at around the $43,000 mark. Now, powertrains on both. 2.0-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engines with 8-speed automatic transmissions. But they are going to be completely tuned differently. Why? Because the horsepower and torque is different. Now, you get 201 to 207 horsepower, depending if it's front-wheel or all-wheel drive, on the Tiguan with 221 pounds-feet of torque, versus 269 horsepower with 273 pounds-feet of torque on the Atlas. So you're getting a little bit more oomph to the gas pedal on the Atlas. Okay, I did mention that you get front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, but on these exact units, there are 4 motions. MPG on the Tiguan is going to be 22 city, 30 highway with a 16.9-gallon gas tank size, versus the Atlas is going to come in at 18 city, 25 highway with a 17.6-gallon gas tank size. Now let's talk front ends. Tiguan, since it's the smaller brother or the cheaper brother, LED front projector headlights with LED daytime running lights. These are also your signal lights and hazards. Blacked out housing on the interior side of this headlight. Dropping down, we have active or live air vents, matte black plastic grille here, as well as we drop down to the lower grille, matte black plastic with bumper sensors going across that front end. Some gray, matte gray, and again, finishing off that front end is the matte black plastic down low. Let's go ahead and shoot over to the Atlas. Now you can kind of tell they're of the same family, or this is kind of the bigger brother. We have LED projector headlights. Instead of being one next to each other, right and left, one is on top of the other. Blacked out housing, as well as some chrome trim in there. We also have LED daytime running lights and an LED bar going across. So I have to mention, this looks really good at night with an illuminated Volkswagen emblem. Dropping down, you're also getting bumper sensors here on this SC of the Atlas. Matte black plastic lower grille and some chrome going across. No active live air vents here. It's just bezeling style, okay? Now we come over to the sides of the vehicle. Starting with the wheel well, now you can kind of get an idea. The wheel wells look like the same shape, but slightly off. Matte black plastic wheel well trim, so that resembles one another. Dropping down to the wheels. Now we go ahead and start with the Tiguan. Pirelli Scorpion Verde, very good rubber here, with machine surface silver, high gloss black rim, and the size is a 235/50/19 with shock spring strut suspension. Over here, we're running a Kumo Crugen, and the size is a 255/50/20, so you're getting a way bigger tire here or wheel setup. And suspension system is going to be shock spring strut suspension. Color combo, same exact, machine surface silver, high gloss black. Side mirrors. We're going to get integrated blinker lighting. They are different with matte black plastic bottom, blind spot assist. Moving over to the windows, we got some chrome on the bottom of the Atlas, matte black here on the Tiguan, chrome up top on the Tiguan, but matte black plastic on top of the Atlas. So they kind of switch places in regards to colors. Keyless fob entry on both, but on the Atlas, you get all 4 doors, keyless fob entry, but on the Tiguan, you're only getting 2 doors. That's the 2 front ones. We have matte black plastic trim around the rocker panel area with some gray on the Tiguan. And let's go ahead and show you guys the door comparison, okay? Body lines and everything. Now, body lines, we got here and here, as well as down here. This actually protrudes out on the Tiguan to where this actually indents in the inside of the Atlas, okay? Let's go ahead and close that. Over to the rear doors, same exact thing, kind of body line goes in. Here's a body line. It just kind of comes out, pops out at you. All right, keep that in mind. You're getting a whole lot more room coming inside the Atlas on the second row seating versus the Tiguan. Well, I could say maybe about the same. Let's go ahead. Your door opens up a bit wider on the Atlas, okay? Then we come over, you're gonna see a lot of difference here. Bigger glass on the Atlas, smaller glass on the Tiguan. You got that same kind of shape back here when you're dropping down, so you can kind of tell they're of the same family back here. Now let's go ahead and come over to the rear end. Over with the Tiguan, all right? Spoiler, brake light, privacy glass, and a wiper. LED rear tail lights, and you got an LED bar going across, dropping down SC with the 4Motion, and a backup camera right over that Nilo.com license plate. Matte black plastic, bumper sensors. This is on the bumper fascia with some matte gray, and your exhaust tips are tucked on the right and on the left, cleaning it up on the rear end. Over to the Atlas. A spoiler, brake light, privacy glass, and a wiper. LED rear taillights with the bar going across as well. SE chrome trim, backup camera right over that Nilo.com license plate again. 4Motion, and we drop down. You get a partial painted bumper fascia with matte black plastic trim, bumper sensors, and a full parking reflector going across. Now, dropping, we get the tow hitch here on the Atlas. We also have chrome exhaust tips showing, all right? So they're not tucked away. Now let's go ahead and open up to the cargo. Now comparing cargo, minimum on cargo is 27 cubic feet of space on the Tiguan, which beats the minimum on the Atlas, which is 6 feet less, 6 cubic feet less, which is 21. So that's for minimum, okay? Maximum, you're gonna get 59 cubic feet of space on the Tiguan, but 97 cubic feet of space on the Atlas. And that's where you're completely blowing the Tiguan out of the water. Right here, let's go ahead and measure that as we like to do. 3 feet, 1 inch, width, about 39 inches, length 28 to 29 inches, and let's go ahead and drop that 40%er by latch there. Let's go over to the back of that console, 6 feet 1 inch, okay? We have cubby room here on the left, on the right, here as well. You also have a 12-volt outlet and a spare tire on the Tiguan with some more cubby room down here. Now let's come over to here. Remember, 97 cubic feet of maximum cargo, 21 minimum behind the third row. Let's go ahead and measure. Here's about 2 feet up to the plastic. Let's do the width. 45 inches, about 33 inches. And let's go ahead and drop this down. Very nice. Over to the second row, about 53 inches, about 4 feet 5 inches. And then if we go ahead and shoot over to the center console area, right about there, about 7 feet 1 inch, okay? Very nice. What do we get under here? We have a spare tire under this liner, tire situation, some cubby room, and on the left as well, cubby room. 12-volt outlet right here with some LED lighting here and on the right. Now that we're done talking exterior and cargo as well as powertrain, let's go ahead and finish up with one more thing. Now, I want to mention to you guys dimensions. Maybe this is going to be a make it or break it for you guys, okay? On the Tiguan, you're coming in at 184 inches versus 201 inch. So you're talking that the Atlas is 11 inches longer. In width, you're getting 73 inches versus 78 inches. The Atlas is 5 inches wider. And on the height is 66 inches versus 70 inches. So you're talking that the Atlas is 4 inches taller. Now, if we drop down, the wheelbase on both, okay? Wheelbase on the Tiguan is 110 inches on the wheelbase versus 117 inches on the Atlas. So you're talking 7 inches more on the wheelbase. Now we're done with complete exterior. Let's talk interior. Before we continue with this video, if you find yourself in the Sacramento, California, or the greater Sacramento area like Rockland, Roseville, Elk Grove, and many other cities, if you need a passenger van rental for the friends and the family for the fun activities such as San Francisco, Napa Valley Wine Country, Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, Yellowstone, and many other places, use the link in the description below and rent from Vagabond Van Rentals. We also deliver. Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and continue with this video. Now let's show you guys the overall look inside the Tiguan, starting with the passenger seat. Manual controls with the VTEX leatherette surfaces in front, non-lockable glove compartment. Dashboard, this is the way the Tiguan looks versus, here's the look on the Atlas, completely different. And the Atlas is a bit older looking. The Tiguan's a little bit more refreshed. Coming over to the interface here. Now the interface, I believe Volkswagen put this look in the Porsche first, but again, completely different look on the interface versus the Atlas in this video. This is your switches here for your climate there and your heated seats, all that good stuff. You also have touch sensitive, dual climate control with your touch sensitive media volume. And then we could go ahead and swipe right, back to the left. You have to actually activate your navigation. And if we go ahead and drop the car into reverse to show you guys what the backup camera and the sensor system looks like. Okay. Now dropping down, we got air vents, cup holders, a little room here for your personal belongings, chapstick, stuff like that. Engine start and stop, parking brake button, and a knob here for your media volume, or you can actually change the atmosphere inside your cabin. Okay, I'm feeling a bit more loungy. Wireless charging pad is here with 2 USB-C plugins. Removable tray and a 12-volt outlet. Okay. Up top, an electric visor with the tilt slide moonroof option, LED lighting, as well as a auto-dimming rear view mirror. Over to the VTEX wrapped steering wheel, flat bottom. We got controls, kind of the same idea in the Atlas as well. Controls here for your center cluster, sorry. You can mess around with the view of that cluster as you guys see me doing right now. And you could also mess around with the info cards in those gauges from these arrows here on the right-hand side. You also have voice control on the right. On the left-hand side, what do we got? We got crash warning, cruise control, and media volume control. This is the new lever, the 2025 lever to shift in and out of parking, reverse, neutral, and drive. A lever here on the left for your signal lights and your windshield wipers. Further left, we got the lighting switch buttons. And then we come over to the door panel, unlock lock button, highly gloss black trim and lace, VTEX wrap, as well as window switches and side mirror switches with a tailgate switch. Let's show you second row seating of the Tiguan. Now you're gonna get a lot of difference because this is a complete stationary bench in the Tiguan versus the Atlas is a 3-row SUV. 5 passengers here. We get the VTEX leatherette wrap here, as well as an armrest and the cup holders. Car seat compatibility in the Tiguan, as well as a lever here to drop those backrests. In front, what do we get? We get pockets on the back of the front seats, air vents, and 2 USB-C plugins. So that's the overall look in the back seat of the Tiguan. I have to say, space test, I'm about 6 feet 2 inches tall. More than enough room in regards to legroom and head clearance. That is not an issue inside the Tiguan, and that's what I love, that they actually make the mid-size SUV. Compared to other manufacturers, you don't hit your head on the top liner. Now let's shoot over to Atlas. Now let's show you real quick the overall look on an Atlas. Starting with the VTEX interior, we do have also different seating stitching, as well as manual controlled passenger seat. A lockable glove compartment. The Tiguan came non-lockable, okay. As well as VTEX wrap, the natural wooden inlay with the high gloss black trim and split air vent system. Very cool. Way different look here than the Tiguan. Over to the infotainment screen, we kind of have the older look, but this, again, the refreshed Atlas. And let's go ahead and show you guys what the apps look like. It does not look like the Volkswagen latest interface. As well as you gotta, yes, activate navigation. And let's go ahead and put this into reverse. And there you go, that's what it looks like. Kind of the same idea in regards to the camera system. Put that back into park. You have the same controls for your temperature controls and your media volume, as well as your heated seats are here on the bottom left. You can scroll down. You also have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto in both vehicles. Dropping down, we got a control unit here. This is the way you're gonna control your climate. Instead, remember the climate was touch sensitive on the Tiguan. Well, not here. That's actually a button down here. You could go to parking menu for your camera and your drive modes to switch in and out of modes. Dropping further lower, USB-C plugins, a wireless charging pad. That is because of the tech package on top, as well as your engine start stop because of tech. Shift lever, very nice and cute. Parking brake, parking brake and your cup holders with your key fob. Both key fobs look the same. Coming over to the center console, you get another USB-C plug-in in here, so 3 here in the front. No top electric visor or moonroof, so keep that in mind. The SE or the SE with tech does not get this. We have LED lighting up here and auto-dimming rear view mirror. Coming over to the steering wheel. Now, the steering wheel does come VTEX leather with the flat bottom, pretty much the same exact controls on the steering wheel. Not going to go into that deeply, but it's the same. Full digital cluster. You can mess around again with the views on that cluster. Let's go ahead and show you guys. And you can mess around with those info cards too. Further left, we got a control unit, your headlights and tail lights with your defrosting system. Then we come over to the door panel. The door panel, window switches, side mirror switches, and a tailgate button with an unlock lock and natural wooden inlays. Very nice. Now let's show you second and third row seating of the Atlas. Now second passenger seating or second row passenger seating inside the Atlas. Again, remember I told you guys, more than enough room leg clearance here and here. You're gonna get that also in the back on the head clearance. We'll see about the leg clearance. But gosh, there's just a lot of room here. In front of us, we get pockets on the back of those front seats, air vents, tri-zone climate control in the Atlas, which is cool. You also get USB-C and a 115 volt inverter. Let's go ahead and show you guys. You got a 60%er here on the driver, 40%er on the passenger, and you're gonna control this from a lever here, as well as a lever here in the front to move it forward and back, and a lever here to bunny hop. All right, just like that. Now, you can maximize your legroom back here for the third row because there's more than enough legroom there. But still, even if I didn't move this seat forward for this full size here at Volkswagen, I'm not going to call it an American full size SUV, but you still get a lot of legroom, and you only have 2 passengers here, so you do have a lot of width in regards to the space. You got cup holders on the right and the left, air vents on your seat pillars for your passengers or your animals, and then you get 2 USB-C plugins on the driver's side only. I wish they kind of would have split that up, but again, that's my preference. You also have stitching back here, and this is your headrest, big long rectangle. Can you drop these down? No, you cannot. Like further back is what I wanted to say, okay? So that's something too. Now guys, here's the MSRP sticker first to the Tiguan. Remember, it's coming in the SE at 34.5 and some change. And now here's the MSRP to the SE with tech. And this one's coming in at the 44K mark. But remember, if you have SE without tech, it's coming in around the 39K mark. Hopefully this video did help you guys. In comparison, showed you guys side by side. I wish it helped you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We truly need and appreciate the support. Hype up this video. Thank you, and God bless you.